Welcome to NIOS Psychology session, subject code 222 from secondary course with Easy ADU. Model 1 Foundation of Psychology, we will be going to learn about Lesson 5 Sensory Processes Attention and Perception. Let's dive into the topic, sensation. Sensation is the process by which our sense organs, eyes, ears, nose, tongue, and skin, detect information from the environment and send it to the brain. Sensation is the process of receiving information through our sense organs. It is the first step in awareness, before the brain interprets it. Example: when light enters the eyes, we see; when sound enters the ears, we hear. Vision: the eye gathers and focuses light, and an image is formed on the retina. Sir Isaac Newton discovered that when white light passes through a prism, it separates into a rainbow of colors, the visible spectrum. Colorblindness: it is the partial or total inability to distinguish colors. Most color-blind people have trouble distinguishing red from green. Hearing: sound is created when actions cause objects to vibrate. Frequency refers to the number of cycles a wave completes in a given amount of time. Its unit is Hertz, Hz. Pitch: it is the highness or lowness of a sound determined by the sound's frequency. Loudness: the loudness or physical intensity of a sound is determined by its amplitude. Loudness of sound is measured in units called decibels, dB. Now let's see some more types of sensations. Timbre: the quality of a sound wave's complexity is its timbre. Vestibular sense: it is the sense of bodily orientation. It tells us when we are moving or how our motion is changing. Kinesthetic sense: it is the sense of body position and the movement of body parts relative to each other. Olfactory sense: it is the sense of smell. It involves a sequence of biochemical activities that trigger neural impulses. Once activated, these neural impulses convey odor information to the brain. Gustatory sense: the taste receptor cells are gathered in the taste buds on the upper side of the tongue. There are only 4 true or primary taste qualities: sweet, sour, bitter, and saline. Skin: our skin contains nerve endings that are stimulated by contact with external objects, and it produces sensations of cold, warmth, or pressure. Let's move on. Perception. Perception is the process of organizing and interpreting the sensations received by our sense organs. It gives meaning to raw sensory information. Example: sensation is hearing a sound, but perception is recognizing it as music or noise. Stages of perception. Selection: choosing which sensory information to pay attention to. Organization: arranging the information in a meaningful way. Interpretation: understanding and giving meaning to the information. Example: you hear a sound. Selection: realize its footsteps. Organization: and understand your friend is coming. Interpretation. Let's get a closer look at perceptual organization. It is the process by which our brain arranges the sensory information into a meaningful whole. The main principles, Gestalt principles, are figure and ground. We separate objects, figure, from the background. Similarity: similar things are grouped together. Proximity: things close to each other are seen as a group. Continuity: we see patterns as continuous, not broken. Closure: we fill in the missing parts to see a complete figure. Let's move on ahead with learning the laws of perceptual grouping. Law of similarity: we group objects that look alike. Example: same color shapes are seen as a group. Law of proximity: things close together are seen as belonging together. Example: words are formed because letters are close together. Law of continuity: we see lines or patterns as continuous, not broken. Example: a curve crossing a line is seen as one smooth path. Law of closure: we fill in gaps to see a complete figure. Example: a dotted circle is still seen as a full circle. Law of figure and ground: we separate main objects, figure, from the background. Example: seeing words, figure, on a page, ground. Now let's move on to perceptual constancy. It means we see objects as the same, even if their appearance changes in our eyes. Size constancy: we know an object's size doesn't change, even if it looks smaller or bigger from far or near. Example: a car looks small from a distance, but we know its real size is the same. Shape constancy: we see the shape as constant, even if it looks different from another angle. Example: a door looks rectangular whether it is open or closed. Color constancy: we see the color as the same under different lighting. Example: a red apple looks red in sunlight and in shade. Depth perception, ability to see the world in 3D and judge distance. Binocular cues, retinal disparity, convergence. Monocular cues, size, overlap, linear perspective, texture, shadow, motion parallax. Attention. Attention is the process of focusing our mind on a particular object, thought, or activity while ignoring others. Selective attention, focusing on one thing while ignoring others. Sustained attention, maintaining focus for a long time. Divided attention, focusing on more than one task at the same time. In simple terms, attention is concentrating the mind on something important. Now, let's see the determinants of attention. Attention. The two factors are physical factors like repetition, contrast, shape, size, brightness, and contrast do affect our attention. Motives. Motives also play a role in shaping our perception. Now, let us see the extra points and bonus points to remember the external factors. Intensity, size, contrast, movement, novelty, repetition, internal factors, interest, motives, needs, past experience, emotions, mental set. Now we have come to the end of the session, applications of perception in everyday life. Driving, judging speed, distance, and signals on the road. Reading or learning, recognizing letters, words, and meaning. Sports, tracking ball movement, opponent's actions, judging distance. Art or design, using color, shape, and depth for visual impact. Social interaction, understanding facial expressions, body language. Shopping or advertising, attracting attention through size, color, contrast. Safety, detecting dangers like moving vehicles, fire, or obstacles. In simple terms, perception helps us understand, interpret, and respond to the world correctly in daily activities. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.